Ratu Boko Palace is an ancient complex located on a hill south of Prambanan Temple, Yogyakarta. Even though it is often called a temple, Ratu Boko is actually the remains of a palace. The name Ratu Boko is taken from the legend of King Boko, the father of Lara Jonggrang. Lara Jonggrang was a beautiful princess from the Prambanan kingdom. Her father was Prabu Boko, who died in battle against Bandung Bondowoso, a powerful prince from the Pengging kingdom. Bandung Bondowoso, who was fascinated by Lara Jonggrang's beauty, wanted to marry her. But because she didn't want to marry the person who killed her father, Lara Jonggrang looked for a way to reject the proposal. He put forward conditions that seemed impossible. Bandung Bondowoso had to build 1,000 temples in one night. Bandung Bondowoso, with the help of supernatural beings, almost succeeded in fulfilling these requirements. However, Lara Jonggrang and her ladies made a trick to thwart it. Angered by this trick, Bandung Bondowoso cursed Lara Jonggrang to become a stone statue, and that statue is said to be one of the statues in Prambanan Temple. The story of Lara Jonggrang is a popular folk tale in Indonesia, which contains themes of love, betrayal, and magical powers. Ratu Boko Palace is thought to have been built in the 8th and 9th centuries AD. With the influence of Hinduism and Buddhism. Initially this place was called Abhayagiri Vihara, which means a monastery on a hill full of peace. The location is located in Bokaharjo village, Prambanan, Sleman, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Located on a hill with a height of around 196 meters above sea level. This location offers beautiful views, is approximately 3 kilometers from Prambanan Temple. This complex consists of various structures, including gates, pavilions, bathing pools, and stupas, a combination of Hindu and Buddhist architecture in the form of buildings in the form of a main gate, burning temple, and pavilion. This site has high historical and cultural value and is often used as a location for cultural events and artistic performances. Judging from the archaeological and historical aspects, a lot of research and excavation has been carried out. Archaeological research at Ratu Boko has revealed various important finds, including ceramic, metal and stone artifacts. Excavations have helped experts to reconstruct the layout and function of this palace complex. Ratu Boko Palace shows an interesting mix of Hindu and Buddhist elements. This reflects the religious tolerance that existed at that time. Several studies have revealed that this place is also used for religious rituals. The legend of Ratu Boko and Lara Jonggrang adds to the mystical appeal of this site. Many visitors feel a strong spiritual aura in this place. Many opinions say that this place was once a hermitage. As a tourist destination, the best time to visit Ratu Boko is at sunset, when the sky is golden and the view is very spectacular. Apart from that, morning is also a good time to avoid crowds. Ratu Boko as a tourist destination is equipped with parking facilities, toilets and food stalls. Tour guides are available to provide information about the history and architecture of this site. Tips for visitors are advised to wear comfortable clothing and footwear suitable for walking on uneven terrain. Prepare your camera to capture the beautiful views and don't forget to respect historical sites and keep them clean. Conservation efforts continue to be made to maintain the authenticity and beauty of Ratu Boko, because this site is a valuable cultural heritage for Indonesia. Visiting Ratu Boko provides an opportunity to learn about ancient Javanese history and culture. Ratu Boko Palace is an ancient complex that is rich in history, storing various important artifacts that provide clues to life and culture in the past. Many pottery shards have been found which provide information about the daily lives of the people who once inhabited the Ratu Boko area. From analysis of the shapes, decorations, and techniques of making pottery helps experts understand the time period and cultural influences present. Ceramics from China were also found, indicating trade relations in the past. This pottery was probably used for various purposes, such as food and drink storage containers, cooking utensils, or ritual objects. Several metal artifacts were also found, such as trays, pots and bells. These objects indicate that this site had an important function in religious ceremonies. The stone artifacts found in the Ratu Boko Palace complex are stone base, which are the bases of building pillars, which were found in several locations in Ratu Boko. These findings provide an overview of the building structures that once stood in the complex. Meanwhile, the ruins of white stone building structures were also found, indicating the existence of quite large and majestic buildings. Furthermore, the ancient road, which is located on the western part of Boko Hill, was made by carving the parent rock. Pools were also found, which were made of rock. These stone artifacts show expertise in the field of architecture and construction in the past. Apart from that, stone-based were also found as foundations for buildings made from wood. The findings of these artifacts helped experts reconstruct the history and function of Ratu Boko. The combination of ceramic, metal, and stone artifacts shows the existence of a complex society with various cultural and religious activities. These finds also provide information about trade relations with other regions, such as China. Thus, the artifacts found at Ratu Boko provide valuable insight into Indonesia's past and rich culture. Ratu Boko Palace, with its rich history and location on a hill, is often associated with a strong spiritual aura. Several aspects contribute to this spiritual aura, including 1. Although it is known that Ratu Boko was a palace complex, there is still mystery regarding its true function and who inhabited it. The legend of King Boko and Lara Jonggrang adds a mystical feel to this site. Likewise, the combination of Hindu and Buddhist elements, which indicates that this place has an important role in religious practice. This makes this place have a strong spiritual power. 2. Location and atmosphere located on a hill, offering expansive and stunning views. This height can create a feeling of seclusion and closeness to nature, which is often associated with spiritual experiences. Even though it is often visited by tourists, Ratu Boko still has a relatively calm and peaceful atmosphere. This silence allows visitors to reflect and feel the spiritual aura of this place. Apart from that, the beautiful sunset view makes the atmosphere very magical, and really supports the spiritual atmosphere. Judging from the aspect of spiritual practice, some visitors come to Ratu Boko to perform rituals or meditation. They believe that this place has positive energy that can help them achieve inner peace. The local people also believe that Ratu Boko has certain spiritual powers. This belief adds a mystical aura to this site. Apart from that, it is important to know that every Suro night, the Boko courtyard, especially around the pond, is busy with visitors who go on spiritual tours, including relatives of the Yogyakarta and Surakarta palaces. The first night of Suro, or the first night of the month of Suro in the Javanese calendar, has a deep meaning for the Javanese people. Suro itself coincides with the month of Muharram in the Hijri calendar. This night is considered sacred and full of spiritual values, and is colored with various traditions and rituals. The first night of Suro marks the turn of the year in the Javanese calendar, which is considered the right time to reflect on life's journey in the previous year, ask for forgiveness, and cleanse oneself of negative energy. Javanese people use this night to introspect themselves, evaluate their actions, and improve themselves to become better people in the coming year. The night of 1 Suro is also a time to honor and remember the ancestors. Many people make pilgrimages to family graves to pray and ask for blessings. Through various rituals and prayers, Javanese people ask for safety, blessings, and protection from all kinds of disasters in the new year. Many Javanese people spend the first night of Suro with Tarakatan, which means staying up all night to pray, daikar, and get closer to God. Heirloom objects such as carries and spears, which are considered to have spiritual power, are cleaned and cared for with special rituals. In several areas, especially in Solo and Yogyakarta, carnivals or parades are held involving heirloom objects, kerbau bull, white buffalo, and various other ubaramp offerings. This carnival has symbolic meaning and is a cultural tourist attraction. In Yogyakarta there is a tradition of walking around the palace fortress without speaking. This is done as a form of introspection and getting closer to God. During the month of Suro, Javanese people generally avoid holding large events such as weddings or parties that are considered inappropriate because this month is considered a month of concern. The first night of Suro is not just a New Year celebration, but also an important momentum for Javanese people to strengthen their spiritual relationship with God, ancestors, and others, as well as to reflect on the meaning of life and improve themselves.